the Woodhouse is up there. The Woodhouse Stories collection is now free for Amazon Kindle Unlimited members. So you can read it for free, absolutely free on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. But that is for, pardon the pun, a limited time. So, but yeah, no, absolutely, I do agree with you, and it's good to do the freebies at when we can. But we can never do free books because
well, that's kind of why you wanted to do these videos when you first approached me about doing these videos. It was to get yourself out there, get a connection with people, and people can ask you a question by writing in the comments, of course, or just like and follow any of the socials to get in contact. Because we've always said that contact is really good on people's reviews or feedback.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, creative criticism, shall we call it, is better than just abusive criticism.
I once put a I put a so I between myself, Leanne, and others, we share posts to other groups on Woodhouse Stories, and I remember I got pointed out to this post on this group that we no longer post on anymore because I just said we're never going to do it again, solely because of how rude the person was. So we put a post up, and it was a picture of a book, and we were saying the book's out now, and the comment was, in the words of a line, I can't say certain words on YouTube, so bear with me here. I really hope you DIE with saying along a very slow death because your artwork is as good as your storytelling. I was like, you haven't even bought the bloody book, so shut your mouth. So, well,
there are some weird people out there.
Yeah.
Let's just call them keyboard warriors.
Absolutely. But I thought, it helped me because at that time, like I think we've discussed from the beginning, the reason why I started putting the books out was I went through a phase of mental health, and you was a great help, by the way, amazing help.
I don't think so. I just said I was always here. We had a chat a couple of times, but
but you underestimate your personality and your friendship to me. You underestimate it, but you was amazing to me, and to give me that experience and build me back into what we're doing now. Without you, we wouldn't be here now. But the aspect of when that was written was on my recovery kind of thing. and I was like, Leanne, are you sure you want to go into this? I was like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, no, it's funny. Have you ever had any bad messages yourself?
Only a couple, I suppose. Because I used to do what you did, share quite a lot. And now I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
That might sound like I give up or like, well, I don't get much followers and followings. I kind of rely on trying to build it myself and using the hashtags and things like that. I suppose first one was someone said, "Oh, we don't care anymore about your videos, blah blah blah." So I just thought, fair enough. I won't bother sharing.
Yeah.
You don't need to put it that way. And there was a comment which I'm really not going to repeat. The weird thing was, this is on our very early days, and I don't know why they would have thought the comments would have been answered by my son at the time, because this was a long time ago. It made reference to two things, and I thought, you cannot say that. That is so wrong. He sort of. So part of me was actually on the verge of reporting it to the police. It was that bad. And I have to admit, I saw a police officer in a supermarket, and I just said that under these circumstances, I'm not concerned for myself, but if this person is out there doing this, it could affect somebody else.
Yeah.
So they couldn't really say a lot. Nothing really happened, but it was just way out there comment, and I know I'm leaving everyone wondering. Um, and I'm not going to repeat it because it was so unnecessary and so bad. So all I will say to people, if you want to do a negative comment, that's fine. That's your choice. That's your opinion. That's your right. But just express it the right way.
Yeah,
Just people you maybe you don't like what that person's done, but you don't need to be offensive. You don't need to be rude. Just say generally, look, yeah, look, you're giving it a go, mate, but this ain't for me. It's
yeah.
not
Or
that
just don't
hard.
watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
do you ever watch? So there's two things. You got Danny versus Food, who was on Rate My Takeaway, and then he left that because of a dispute. Then he's done his own thing called Danny v Food, and then you got Gabby Eats, two great YouTubers, and I'm massive. I watch them all the time, so I'm quite a massive fan of them. Um, Gary Eats is such a lovely guy, right? And that's just from. Sorry, let me just.
right.
Oh,
Yeah, carry on.
oh yeah. So he's such a. He's such yes, by the way, yes. He's such a lovely guy, and so he had loads of abusive messages, and one person met him in public and was really rude to him. And I condemn that completely, and I think that we're all trying to earn a living, and I don't think YouTube's a living. I think it's a community, and if you don't want to be in the community, just fuck off out. Anyway,
Yeah.
Matt, over to you, my friend. Thank you for this first episode. Now, on Monday's show, we did have Sam Teague. But, Matt, over to you.
Yeah, well, thank you for everyone for watching. And so we want to try and cover different topics, whether it's reviewing wrestling, whether it's talking about the Woodhouse stories, whether it's talking about the weather. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Maybe you want to come join us or ask a question in the comments. Please do so. And we'll speak to you all very soon. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The truth is always closer than you think. The Anti-Sun by Michael Woodhouse. Out now. Discover it as part of the Woodhouse Stories collection, available on Amazon Books, Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, and Lulu Direct.